Hello, and welcome to Inside My Bedroom Closet. I'm Lisa, your clinical sexologist, sexuality coach, and erotologist, and I'm here inside my bedroom closet, so I'll wait and give you guys a few minutes to come on inside the closet. I did post a few videos over the weekend about some jazz that I went to see this weekend, so quite a few wonderful artists in Chicago. So I had a wonderful time listening to a little jazz on a Sunday afternoon, celebrating a birthday for a friend of mine, Kerry Jardine. He makes wine, so he's a black-owned business in the city of Chicago where he makes his own wine, and it's so good. He makes the Riesling, Chardonnay, Merlot. He even makes a whiskey. So very good, and I'll get some information for you about Kerry's wines. But yeah, so the jazz was extremely relaxing. Don't know what type of music you like to listen to that relaxes you, but the topic that we're going to talk about tonight is the power of the human touch. So I want a lot of people to come on into the room because during this season of a pandemic, we're not reaching out and touching each other like we used to, and that power of touch is being taken away from us. So I want to talk a little bit about that. Of course, I do have my notes. For those of you who are joining me for the first time, I usually give about 10-15 minutes of content on what we're talking about tonight, and then I see if you guys have any closet questions for me, so I'll answer those. If you are in a certain state, you can let me know where you are. I've traveled a lot for some jobs that I've had in the past, so may have been to a place where you are, or I may look forward to going there real soon. So yeah, but let me sit up straight. I think I'm kind of leaning a little bit. There we go. All right, so come on inside the closet, guys. I'm so glad that you guys are taking your time out on a Monday night to join me. We talk sex in the closet on a Monday night. We talk love on a Wednesday night, and we talk relationships on Friday nights. I am gathering information together to get webinars together for you for a little extended content. And the first one should be really good. So look forward to that and some other stuff that I've got planned for you. But like I said, tonight we're going to talk about the importance of the human touch. So yeah, let me just prop my notes up right there so I can definitely make sure that I don't forget anything. So hello, how are you guys doing? I see that you're coming on inside the closet. I'll scroll up when I finish and I'll see where you guys are from and see if you have any questions for me. So thank you once again for joining me inside my bedroom closet. And tonight we're talking about the power of the human touch and why that's so important for our sexual health. As I mentioned at the onset, I know with the pandemic, quite a few things have changed. We're not even hugging anyone outside of our immediate families. Doing the fist bump, the little elbow bump, or whatever you can do is still taking away the power of the human touch when you hug or caress someone, but you're still reaching out to touch someone. So you do understand that at least acknowledging another person based on human touch is important. But there is stress in all of us, whether it's from doing something all day or doing nothing all day. You can get a little stressed out doing nothing, trying to figure out something to do with yourself or with your life. Or you can get stressed out from your everyday job. You may have, of course, responsibilities as far as financial responsibilities in the home, family responsibilities, and then, of course, you have sexual and relationship responsibilities if you're in a relationship. So human touch is essentially important for that. And we all have a hormone called cortisol. And cortisol is that stress hormone. And sometimes, that stress hormone takes over and it supersedes that one important hormone that we all have that we want to share with one another, which is oxytocin. right? So we want our body to release that oxytocin and give us that warm and cuddly feeling, and we want to be nurtured and caressed by someone, male as well as female. So don't get confused when I say, you want the human touch and you want to be caressed and you want to be hugged and you want to be kissed and you want to have those loving feelings. Men feel that way as well as women. So men want to feel loved and caressed and touched, and they want the stress of their day to be released with their partner when they get in. So that's one of the reasons why the human touch is so vitally important to us, because even before you get to anything sexual, it helps promote the bonding that's found in that oxytocin hormone. And we want to bond with one another, whether we're bonding over something joyful or something sorrowful, whether it's empathetic or sympathetic. You definitely want to have that bonding with another person. And why is it so important that we have that bonding? And when you have a bonding with someone, of course, you gain trust. And trust is the one thing that we have in relationships that's extremely important, that helps us build on the relationship. So when you have that trust and a foundation of respect, and you're able to release that stress that you may feel in the relationship, and you're able to bond together and have some non-sexual intimacy, it actually helps strengthen your relationship. So what is non-sexual intimacy? I talk about it before. I've talked about it often. Well, we all need it. We all need to be able to, whether it's hand holding or whether it's caressing. Even though your hands may feel good on your own body, just the touch of someone else's hands on your body could feel even better. Whether it's a kiss or not one of those deep kisses where it may lead to something else, just a nice kiss, and then sometimes you want that nice deep kiss that may lead to something else, because we're going to talk about why touch is so important when we get to foreplay. So I'll talk about that a little bit later on, but non-sexual intimacy helps bond you together, and the caressing and the massaging. And massaging is one of the most relaxing things that we can do and favor one another with in a relationship. So whether it's a neck massage, back massage, foot massage, arm massage, a hand massage, just sitting there holding each other's hand and massaging the hand. So just a really quick story on how massages are so impactful. I went to Arizona to the Camelback to get a massage. I went to their spa and had a wonderful time. I got a massage. The guy brings the table to the room, sets everything up, and he massaged me to the point that I didn't even know that I fell asleep. And when I woke up, I called and I said, "Oh my God, I don't know when the guy left. I fell asleep." And they told me that was one of the most that's a compliment to the masseuse, that he relaxed your body enough for you to be so relaxed that you were relaxed enough to fall asleep, and not feel any inhibitions, not feel that you can't, that you were going to be violated, just respected in the whole atmosphere. So when we talk about our partners massaging us, they can get a little bit more deeper. They can do some of the things that a masseuse can't do. Whether you want your back massaged, your front massaged, your buttocks massaged, your upper thighs, in between your thighs, your calves, your feet, all that are erogenous zones, which helps ignite any kind of healthy sexual appetite between the two of you guys, but it's also relaxing and it's feeding that need for human touch. We all like to be touched in some form of fashion. Now, we know that sometimes, and this is an exercise that I do, if you do 20 seconds of hugging, sometimes you get a little baby or a child up on your lap and you just inadvertently just hug and squeeze them because you want to feel the power of a hug. If you do that for at least 20 seconds, that helps release oxytocin Yep. And so that's that bonding hormone. So that's what we're trying to reduce is the cortisol, and we're trying to enhance the oxytocin. So that's what's extremely important for us. And it's one of those triggers that give us that long lasting feeling. It makes us feel a little warm and fuzzy and cuddly, and it even makes you want to ignite to close your eyes so you can feel the power of the hug or that human touch or bonding that you have. We know as mothers, when you give birth to children, one of the first things that they do is they lay the baby on your chest so that you can have that bonding moment, so you can have that skin to skin. And it doesn't just end with babies. Humans want that skin to skin. You want to feel not even the sweat that's igniting from someone else's skin, and that's because of the passion that the two of you may exude. You just want to feel that skin to skin, that naked skin to skin contact you only get with a lover when you get of a certain age. You don't get that from any other place. So that's something that's missing from your life if you don't have anyone where you can share that naked skin to skin contact is extremely powerful, and that promotes the oxytocin. Yep. So why do we need it? We need it for overall well-being and for us to thrive as humans. That's what we're here for, is to assist in nurturing one another and bonding with one another, as far as males and females, or if you have a relationship where you're female, male, that touch or the sensation of being able to touch one another is very positive in any relationship. Our bodies thrive on wanting to be connected with one another. So we do sometimes have feelings of loneliness, feelings sometimes of even depression over anything that could be going on in your life. There can be feelings of anxiety. Let's see, low relationship satisfaction, low self-esteem, sometimes difficulty sleeping. Things of that nature would need some type of physical connection, human to contact bonding, in order to give your body some type of satisfaction. So before I go any further, got just a couple more topics I want to cover. Let me scroll a little bit because I see quite a few people coming on inside the bedroom closet tonight. But I thank you guys for being with me. Of course, on a Monday night, I am fine. Thank you for asking. Hello. Hello from Texas. I was in Houston, and I've been to Dallas, Fort Worth, and I've been to San Antonio. So I've been to a few parts of Texas. From Tennessee, I am from Tennessee. I was born in Tennessee. My entire family, we were born, and I was raised in Jackson, Tennessee. Very beautiful place. And I was thinking today about how beautiful the magnolias were where we lived in Tennessee, and we even had peach trees. So they would be pretty much dying out this time of year because it's the fall, but we did have beautiful I was talking to someone about the beautiful magnolias as well as the peach trees that we used to have in our yard. So I've been to, let's see what we've got here. Hello, back to you. Thank you so much for coming inside the bedroom closet. Been to North Carolina, different parts of North Carolina, several times. More times than not, I was at the Fort Bragg military base in North Carolina. Went to Virginia Beach a few times in North Carolina. Good evening from Florida. One of my favorite places to vacation is Panama City Beach, Florida. I used to go there every year for the Jazz Fest, and then of course the hurricane hit. They rebuilt. I love shopping down there at the pier, at the mall area. So real nice. There used to be a place called, I think it was called the Summer House, where I used to go and get quite a few clothes from there. So I love Florida. Panama City Beach, like I said, one of my favorite places. But hello, and thank you for the compliment. Hello, everybody. We're talking about how important the sense of touch is between humans, and how we've gotten away from it with the COVID from anyone outside of our immediate family, but inside your home and your immediate family that you have, that you can have that sense of touch with, how important that is to just hug your family members and let them know um, how important that is. Let's see. Um, Hello, sorry for saying this randomly, but your voice is very captivating. Thank you so much. I did a radio show for quite a few years, and so yeah, that was one of the reasons why I did get the job. But thank you, I appreciate that. I will be doing poetry, hopefully. I do eroticism, and I'm trying to get some tracks where I can do some verbal recitations of poetry that I have, because at one time when I released the first book, it was people who wanted to hear it verbally. So I did do that because, not only is the touch of sense important, the touch of sound is important as far as something that's relaxing. Michael Jackson said, your touch, your heart, your warmth, lullaby. Yes, definitely Michael Jackson, because I am in GI, not too far from 2300 Jackson Street. Michael Jackson is one of my favorites. Just holding hands may be something that helps the mood along. Very true. Google it. You push me away, Michael Jackson, definitely. So sometimes, if someone pushes you away, sometimes the sense of their touch could be too much for you, or may not be something that you need in your life. We do know sometimes that, the sense of touch is what I'm talking about, in the act of being with someone that you love. So if there's an act of touch, that's totally something different. So we're talking about the sense of touch, which can, drive someone's body to feel exactly the way that they feel. Blessings to you as well. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. She gives me quiet storm radio vibes. Quiet storms radio vibes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Cincinnati, Ohio. I've got friends in Cincinnati. You're from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I've been to Chattanooga quite a few times. Never been to Quebec, Canada, but looking forward to going there. Good evening to you as well. Let's see. Barry White says, ecstasy when you're lying down next to me. Now, you've just touched a nerve, because Barry White is one of my favorite guys, because, that voice alone that Barry has, along with someone laying next to you and you're caressing their body, or even just simply breathing on their necks, just the sounds that come from within, the or the anything, that sense of touch wrapped in someone's arms, with the sense of sound that their body is making, as far as the way that they feel about you, is erotic in itself. So we're going to jump on into the foreplay part, which is the last piece of the sense of touch that I'll talk about tonight, and that's vitally important. We know that foreplay is what gets everything going. But I don't know if you know how important foreplay is as far as the time that you invest in foreplay. Women need at least 20 to 40 minutes of foreplay. Now, that doesn't mean all at one time. So, don't get fearful of the fact that you don't have that much time to invest in foreplay, whereas foreplay can last all day. With the sense of touch first thing in the morning, a little pat on the tush. You know how that feels. A little caress on the neck, while they're getting ready for work the next in the morning or whatever, kissing them on the neck. Foreplay starts all day with that sense of touch that you can give someone. Even if you sexting and you say where you want to touch them, or some of the things that you may want to do, and say, well, the first thing I want to do is just hold your hand and give you a hand massage and make sure that, that you feel good that way. The next thing I want to do is, if your feet are tired or your legs are tired from standing all day, or whatever they may do, let them know that that sense of touch is what you want to do to help them relax. And then once you help them relax, then, things can take on a whole new atmosphere in itself, because no one wants to just jump right into sex. Sometimes you do if you're just having a quickie and you want to get that quickie out of the way, and okay, fine, let's just get it in. But when you want to have a really nice session where everyone is relaxed and the ultimate outcome is when you climax and you're even more relaxed, then that starts with the sense of touch, which can last all day. So fine, let's say you do that all day long. When you get in and you want to give it a good 20, let's say at least 30 minutes, whether it's the kissing, the caressing, the hugging, just hugging alone, deep, nice hugging can really do it for some people. And then you can get into whatever oral that you may want to do, whether they like their fingertips kissed, their toes kissed, or, whether you want to do any vaginal kissing or anything of that nature. And then it can be reciprocal, of course. So your man may want to have his neck massaged, or he could come in, sitting in a crane all day, or whatever the case may be, in a truck, and physical labor, can definitely need some type of hands on, where you're making everything feels all nice and relaxed. And then when you get that body in the relaxed state where both of you are feeling each other, then that's when the foreplay can come to an end, if you want to have sex at that time, or even if you just want to cuddle until you go to sleep together. So cuddling, rubbing, kissing genitals, sexual arousal, sexual exploration, not even sexual exploration, where you're doing massaging exploration, whether you're finding different erogenous zones and turning those on, and then just relaxing in the atmosphere of just touch, right? So it doesn't have to go any further, or it can go further. But if you don't ignite touch, then a lot of things don't go as well as planned. Some people may be pleased and some people may not get pleased. So let's see if we have any other questions. Good evening. From Indianapolis. Yes, I got friends in Indianapolis. Been there quite a few times on a regular basis. Maria, would I be able to retire soon? Hopefully. Cleveland, Ohio, Greensboro, North Carolina. I don't think I've been to Greensboro, North Carolina. But I've been to North Carolina a few times. Poems of love and inspiration suitable for all expectations. Yes. Love, exploration, eroticism, passion, romance. So yes, all of that. Hello from outside of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Been to Michigan on a regular basis. Plan on going to the wineries. Hopefully, this is a great month to go. I go with some girlfriends usually up that way to the wineries. I usually go to Michigan, Detroit. The Lions usually have a tailgate that we go to every year, but it was canceled this year. So people don't shake hands anymore. No, that's a thing of the past. We get into the fist bump, and I'm in business for my everyday 40-hour work, 50-hour work week job. So we don't shake hands in business anymore. You do the little fist bump, or you don't even really do that. You just, hey, how you doing? Or hand off a business card, and pretty much that's it. So the human touch is going away as we know it, because sometimes people were what they considered themselves huggers. Oh, I'm a hugger. Hey, how you doing? Oh, nice to meet you. Don't do that anymore. So that's a little offensive to some people to even want to hug them, because we know the situation of what's going on these days. So yeah, for those that we can have that sense of touch with, I know sometimes we substitute a sense of touch if we don't have another human that we can reach out and touch. We have pets. When we hug our pets and we caress our pets and we, have them all near our necks and all this other, just to show them love and affection, and to have that human touch, not human touch, but touch to touch with something else other than just ourselves if you're alone. So it can get pretty bad where some people can get depressed and they may need that, that human touch. Let's see. It says, hey, Ma, I love your videos, and I was wondering if I could ask you an important question, woman to woman. Sure. Go right ahead, and I'll look forward to your question. No problem. I have never needed foreplay. I just be ready. Well, I don't know if you're a male or female. As I mentioned before, um, with males, an erection means foreplay is pretty much ready. And if you're ready, they're ready. If you need a little something extra, sometimes they want a little something extra to get them a little hotter, than what they already are. So, I think foreplay is good. And if you're already ready and you just want to be penetrated, you don't know how much better that could feel if you work yourself up to that. Because I don't know if you've ever just fixed yourself, let's say, a salad. And then you start off with the lettuce, and then it looks better when you put the tomato and the cucumber on there. And then I like a little red onion, and I like olives on it. And then sometimes I like corn in my salad. So the more and more and more you add to that salad, it makes that salad taste a little bit better when you start to eat it, more so than just eating the lettuce. So that's what a little foreplay is. Foreplay is just adding a little something on top of that bed of lettuce that's just waiting to be eaten or waiting to be consumed. It just gives you a little something extra as far as added to your appetite. So let's see. Yes, men can definitely be satisfied with just sincere cuddling, because you don't know the last time a man received a nice hug. A nice full-fledged, full, just caressing your body, skin to skin or clothes to clothes hug, caressing feel from another person. So yes, I do believe that they can be satisfied with just cuddling. And if you let them know that, tonight is just a cuddle session, and say, the lady on TikTok, the sexologist, says sometimes it's just good to have a night of cuddling, because that next night it could lead to cuddling and passion. Just because you guys could had such a great night of cuddling, you slept very well together, you woke up the next morning all nice and warm and fuzzy about such a nice relaxing night, and that could lead to a day of just thinking about each other, releasing vibes of oxytocin, where together later you can make it a little bit better. But I do believe that men can definitely enjoy a sincere session of cuddling, just like women can. Let's see. Hello from Ocean City. Never been to Ocean City. Hopefully it's a beautiful place. Let's see. Foreplay takes everything to another level, because I believe that all of us want to have someone that we know enjoy our bodies. And sometimes when you take time to have foreplay, you know that other party is enjoying the body and the sensation of touch and the sensation of feel or the sensation of smell or whatever atmosphere that you guys build together will definitely make your sessions a little bit better. So that's all I had tonight as far as information about the sense of touch. Basically, because we're getting away from touching one another with the pandemic. We're staying right inside of course, our media family, and hopefully you're giving a little extra added touch to your significant other, because, when you're in business and you're not able to shake hands and you're not able to hug friends that you meet or that you found as far as new in your life or in your atmosphere to show them that you care as you would have normally, then yeah, that sense of touch, you need to make sure that that's part of your life, because other than that, you may miss out on some things that could feel good to you. So little lemonade. So yeah, but we did talk about why massages were so awesome. Just another tidbit about massages. When I was in school, we did, of course, find, everybody's, not everybody, but some have heard of the happy endings. And those are massages where at the end of it, you may be able to get a little something extra to make sure that you're happy at the end. Sometimes the verbiage is different when you go into a massage parlor, but because your body is already in a relaxed state, that happy ending just puts you just even more at a relaxed state. That's the reason why I say when you're with your significant other, if you guys are massaging one another, especially in places that a masseuse wouldn't normally go, that could definitely help that ending be a little bit more even happier. And it may turn sexual or it may not. So that's totally up to the individuals. I know at some points in your life, everything doesn't have to be sexual. You have to learn what passion, intimacy is in order to enjoy passion as well. So I do believe that. But I'll see if you guys have any questions before I let you go. Basically, am I doing any readings? Yes, I will be doing some readings. I was doing some editing earlier today, and when you write, sometimes you edit and rewrite and do some other things, but I do plan on, in the month of October, getting everything ready to do some excerpts, and I'll let you know what day of the week that I'll do some excerpts and some readings. The ones for sure that are open at 2 or 3 a.m., I don't know if you're speaking from experience, but if they're open to 2 or 3 a.m., I'm pretty sure they're doing a little something happy in there, right? Let's see. You like my new lipstick? Well, thank you so much. It's one of the fall colors that I'm trying. One of my co-workers from when I worked at Xfinity, she owns a lipstick line, and it's called Lip Affair. She has wonderful lipsticks, and so she's on the internet. Definitely let her know you heard about it on Inside My Bedroom Closet. But she's got a great collection, a lot of nice colors that I do like to wear. So I'll be ordering some more for the fall. But let's see if you guys have any questions. Not sure what address you're looking for. Maybe the happy ending place. I'm not sure what that address is. So whoever mentioned that they're open to 2 or 3 a.m., I'm sure do. What do I have to study to become a sexologist? I'm practically one already. Well, I did go to school to be a clinical sexologist, sexuality coach, and I am a master sexpert. So that takes plenty of hours of learning. There's a lot of online schools that you can go to, and went to the Dr. Rachel Institute of Clinical Sexologists. So I finished there, and I have continuing studies. You can also find out information from the American Board of Sexologists and the College of Sexology. Yep. So, and that's all a real thing, right? So, hello from Atlanta. I love Atlanta. Real nice place to visit. Great food, good people. Enjoy that. You like my closet? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I am a 60-year-old black male. I love foreplay, give and receive, and that's wonderful to hear, because 60 years old lets you know that you're already aware of what can take place in the bedroom, and taking your time in order to get that satisfaction that you deserve is essentially important for the outcome for you as well as your partner. Giving and receiving, reciprocal effects in the bedroom. Everybody wants to feel like they are wanted, and that they feel like they are wanted by their partner, and they want to feel the same way, on the other end. But so all that's important. I applaud you and whoever your partner is, that you do take out the time to find out what that's all about. And I say take it to a next level and just caress and hug and just sit there and do it naked, face to face, and look each other in the eye. And that eye contact is, God, that'll do something to you when you give someone eye contact. And that's part of tantric processes and things that tantric sex involve in is that eye-to-eye contact. I graduated, let's see, what did that say? I graduated from the Academy of Sexuality after 5 years of dating my woman. Oh, ha. Gotcha, I understand. Yes, I am 59, and I finally found out I can feel good. And that's good to know that, at any age, you can find out that it's not just something that you give, it's something that you can receive. And that's a good feeling between the two of you. And love is better. Love making is better. Everything surrounded in the atmosphere of passion and romance is better when it's reciprocated. I know I was talking to an individual, and I made my assumption, once again, is that when you are dating and you are in relationships, you have more selfish behaviors than people that are in married and monogamous relationship. They have selfless behaviors because you are connected and tied with a person where you have to think about that other person. Regardless of how you may feel, they made you mad, but you still have to pay the light bill so that you can turn the light on, right? But when you are in a dating relationship and you think about yourself, well, I got to make sure that my lights are paid, that my lights come on. You think about yourself, and that may be the same way when it comes to foreplay and sexuality. You may want to think about yourself, and when you are in a relationship that you are bound with somebody and you find that connection, you do want to make sure that everything is reciprocal because you want your partner to feel just as good as you feel, right? That's important. So, of course, I'm going to check the time. Been on for about 35 minutes. And I won't keep you guys long. Thank you for the roses. I always appreciate that. Eye contact is very important. When you give somebody eye contact, they're able to trust you. They're able to feel you. They're able to understand the passion that's in your eyes. If you squint a little bit, or if you open them up real wide, or if so the passion in your eyes, I believe someone said on the live the other night that the eyes are the mirror to someone and how they feel and the things that you can even see that they may be thinking without even words being said. So that's important as well. But don't know if you guys have any questions, any comments, anything you guys want to discuss inside the closet before I let you go. I am doing some proofreading and editing. I want to get these manuscripts out on time, but I do keep my commitments to come live inside the closet on Monday nights, Wednesday nights, and Friday nights at 8 o'clock p.m. Central. I do try to jump on every now and then and talk about a little something, maybe put up a clip. Hopefully you enjoyed the clips from the weekend because I had a great time just listening to some backyard jazz and enjoying someone's birthday, and some of the great jazz artists from Chicago ascended on this lady's backyard, and it was like we were in a club. It was just simply amazing. I enjoyed it thoroughly, so I have quite a few more clips that I do want to play for you guys. Not quite a few, but a few more clips that I'll spread out and play for you guys from that event. But got some other things that are coming up, and let's just check to see if there's any other questions from anyone in the closet. Otherwise, I'll let you guys go. Yep, so no other questions. Oh, you just got here? Well, we started about 8 o'clock. And just to give you a brief synopsis, we did talk about the power of the human touch and why that's so important in a pandemic situation that we're in now. We know that the human touch is confined to our immediate family members and loved ones. And when it's confined to our immediate families and loved ones, reach out, touch them, hug them, show them love as much and as often as you possibly can. Even if it's a hug, your son, your daughter, your grandchildren, your family members that you are around on a regular basis, and of course your loved ones, someone that you are in a significant relationship with. Some relationships suffered because of the pandemic, long distance relationships where people may have broken up because of the distance and the things that happened, and some people became stronger together. But the human touch is so powerful because we all have a hormone called cortisol. And cortisol is released because of the stress that we all go under. Some people say, oh, I don't stress out. Well, we might a little bit. If we see gas prices, something like that simple may make you stress out. Or something, like your everyday bills or your life or your lifestyle or your job or work-life balance or anything could stress you out. So that cortisol kind of seeps up and sucks up all that oxytocin. And oxytocin is the bonding hormone. It's the one that makes us want to be together. It's the one that makes us want to show affection to one another. It's the one that makes us want to bond, with someone. So you want more of the bonding hormone, which is oxytocin, and less of the stress hormone, which is cortisol. So if you just joined us, then that's basically what we talked about. And why we need it is because as humans, we have to thrive on that human touch. As mothers, we have that skin-to-skin contact with our babies when they're born. As lovers, we have skin-to-skin contact with our lover. And other than that, there's no skin to skin, So it's not very often that you can share the pleasure of how skin to skin feels with another person. And that's what we get from our partners. So you can be touch starved. And in order to eliminate that, those that you can bond with, please do. Because we can't shake hands in business and things like that any longer. Or you try not to do all the extra dapping, that you used to do with your family members, where you can at least rub each other's hand and massage their palm, and just make sure that you are bonding with someone to feel that natural contact is important. But that's all I've got for you guys. I'll scroll up one last time, see if you have any questions. If not, I will let you go. Let's see, you just got here. So hopefully I did a little synopsis for you. If you got here, you like the concept in the closet. Thank you so much. And I try to come from other areas of the home, but I built the closet basically for my audience of friends that will come by and listen to me talk about what I've learned, and I come out of the closet in reference to sex, love, relationships, and health. And I want you to come out of the closet with any questions that you may have in relationship to sex, love, relationships, and health. And so I love the closet, and I'm appreciative that you love the concept. So thank you, and you're very welcome. What age a person should sit down and act their age? Well, it depends, because some people, and I know some people that are almost 70 years old that joke all the time. They feel like it's part of what keeps them young and healthy and accept life without being too heavy and too downtrodden as far as looking at things positive. But sometimes you can, think things through in a serious manner. But, some people like to look at things from the lighter side of life. So it depends on what you mean, act their age. But, so some people think that they're forever young based on the way that they feel on the inside. I'm 58 years old, and I may do some things that they don't think 58-year-olds should do. I don't know, but I do what makes me feel good within my realm, and I try not to step outside of the boundary of how I feel or what makes me feel good that disrespects myself. So don't know what you mean by the age, but hopefully they'll catch up with their age soon. You were, popped up in my feed. Well, good. I hope you guys are like, sharing, and follow. I need followers. I busted over 100,000 likes. I like that. That's good. I need more followers because of the content that I'm going to put out with the books. I want you guys to be receptive to that. The webinar. So I do a lot of work behind the scene when I finish my daily job. So I stay up just a little bit longer working for you guys too. This, I need to know this. Good. We all need to know that human touch is important for us. Let's have an affair. Okay. Your beauty. Thank you so much. How do you handle a relationship of someone who suddenly become emotionally unavailable? If they are emotionally unavailable, are they looking for a relationship, or are you just looking for a relationship with them? I had a conversation with someone earlier that sometimes, and it's a concept when someone stops you in your tracks of your life and what it is that you're doing and entertain a relationship, and then they become emotionally unavailable because it may be too much for them at this point. It may not be something that they felt like they were ready for, only something that they thought that they were ready for based on what they were missing. So if someone becomes emotionally unavailable, then it's going to be quite hard to be attracted to them, and for them to be attracted to you, because you have to share emotions with one another. If you're able to communicate, ask. Nothing beats anything other than asking. To me, there's no dumb question other than the one that you didn't get an answer to because you didn't ask. So definitely ask those questions, and hopefully they'll be honest and forthcoming to let you know why that they became suddenly emotionally unavailable. And that's a very good question. Let's see. The top shelf heels. Oh, there's a lot of shoes up there. A lot of shoes in the closet. Yes, I do love heels. Someone did ask me that before. I am about 5 feet tall, so I'm not a very tall person. But when I go out and I speak, I like to feel a little statuesque. So I do have got some pretty high heels up there. Yeah, but thank you so much. I will probably switch out the heels to boots in the next month or so. The way the weather has been in the Midwest, we are having some awesome summer weather, but when it changed to the fall, it changes. So bought me some new Harley Davidson boots. Got those I'm looking forward to wearing. Bought a few other boots this summer that I'm looking forward to wearing this winter. So yeah, but the thing about that human touch, even socialization, sometimes you don't go out as much and socialize where you're able to, put on your nice wares and your shoes and your heels, but things are opening back up, but you got to still be careful, out there. So yeah, a lot of things change, but the touch is the one thing that changed, where we have to, as a whole, get used to wanting to reach out and touch someone else again. So that's basically what we talked about tonight. Do men really know what emotionally available means? I'm not sure that they do. Of course they do. Men have emotions, but at a very young age, of course, men were taught not to maybe show as many emotions as girls. If you cry, you get patted up, give you something, make you feel better, and kiss the wound. But with boys, they were taught, it's okay, toughen up a little bit, it'll be all right, make the best out of it. And even with my grandson and playing football, I think, not sure what happened, but he got a little sensitive about it because he didn't make a play or something didn't go his way. But his mother was upset because he was, crying. And I told my daughter he has to show emotions because sometimes they work so hard at wanting to. Men have a different mindset and a different goal than women. When they have that mindset of young boys to want to win and that competitive mindset, and sometimes at a young age they don't know how to control that emotion, and the older that they get, they are taught to suppress that emotion. But that doesn't mean that they don't have them, and sometimes you find men that are too emotionally available, and women say that that's a turnoff. So sometimes you have to give and take in a relationship and communicate that it's okay to let certain barriers down, that you want to be able to be emotionally available to them and you want them to be emotionally available to you. So yeah, they know what emotions are. Yeah, it's just a matter of maybe breaking down a certain wall in order to show them. That's all. And they have to trust you, and they have to respect you, And they have to be able to know that there are boundaries there, that they can trust and respect you with their emotions. So that'll be important. Yep. We want them to show us that they do know what emotions mean, and they do have them. But, that's easier said than done, because sometimes men become emotionally unavailable based on past relationships. As I mentioned before I let you guys go, on the other conversation that we had, I think it was Friday night, if you're with someone that was in a 10-year or 15-year relationship or something like that, and that relationship ended, you have to understand that he has the psyche and the mindset of where that other woman may have been for the last 10 or 15 years. And some of the things that she did or did not accept or like or whatever may be a little bit more apprehensive in showing that in the next relationship. So they have to trust you. They have to respect you. And they have to know that those boundaries that you guys set will not be broken. But that's all I've got for you tonight. I thank you guys for joining me inside the bedroom closet. It's been about 50 minutes of conversation for you. So thank you so much for your time and your patience with us tonight on this subject. We'll be together again on Wednesday night, where we talk about a subject relative to love, right here in the bedroom closet. Thank you so much for that, Rose, before we ended the session tonight. But I look forward to you guys. Like, share, follow. Repeat. Like, share, follow. Repeat. Thank you. Like, share, follow, and I'll see you again here inside my bedroom closet.